Hey, it's Jared. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can all take a measurement that actually proves the truthfulness of my recent release, the song I'll Be Free. In a song, it'd be a very long song if I went into these intricate details. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to compare the objective reality by taking a measurement of how much internet speed is actually needed, and we're going to compare that against what it says that we need for internet speed on the AT&T website. And before anyone starts leaving comments about AT&T isn't the only, other companies do the same thing, that's actually just adding to my argument more if other companies do the same thing. I'm not saying that other companies don't say the same thing. Yes, there is a particular reason, if you follow my channel, why I always pick on AT&T, but for now, let's just go into, they keep sending me these advertisements, $55 a month. I'm paying $35 a month, and that's not a promotional rate, that's just how much it costs. And the reason for that is what we're going to go into. And so someone might tend to think, well, it's only $20 a month. This isn't really the difference, right, between being a free person and not being a free person if you're paying $20 a month more than you have to. Well, it's actually more than that, though, because first of all, well, it's more than $20 a month. It could be, and we're going to go through that as we see this. But then if we think of other previous videos where I talked about AT&T and their marketing strategies and things that they were saying in Sam's Club, and they pulled out of Sam's Club, right? They're not even there doing that anymore, which is good. But the point is, if they're convincing people there to pay more than they have to for their cell phone bill and for their internet, but even that, so say they're paying $80 each month more than they have to just because of internet and cell phone bill. It's more than just that, because it's actually the mindset. This mindset now where intellectually you're paying $80 too much for your cell phone bill and your internet, but you don't intellectually even recognize that that's going on. So then with everything else, then you wonder, well, why can't I afford? Why am I so strapped financially? Well, it could have something to do with the fact that you're paying too much for just about everything, and you don't recognize that you're paying too much for just about everything. Okay, so let's get into the actual content that I found this so interesting. If you go to Google and you type speed test, and I'll show you right here, notice what it says. It says, and this is the $35 a month that I talked about. $35 a month gets you this. It says your internet speed is fast, it's enough to be able to stream, and so it leaves a lot of information out. It doesn't tell you whether it's fast enough to be able to play games or whether it's fast enough to be able to do video conferencing, but it says on multiple devices it's fast enough to stream at the same time on multiple devices. And I will tell you just from experience that this is fast enough. I play Mario Kart online. Beth and I are playing Mario Kart. So it's fast enough to play games on the internet. We're able to play Mario Party with friends and family. So it's fast enough for that. We're able to do video conferencing. Fast enough for everything we do. And I think most people would do. This is fast enough for that. I know that from experience. Google seems to be agreeing with that from what we said. Now, over here on the left side, this is work. I took the measurement at work. It's 80 something, and it says that that's very fast, and that's fast enough to be able to do this all, to be able to do video conferencing, gaming, streaming HD videos on multiple devices all at the same time. So remember that, that's very important. 80 something is fast enough for all of this. So with that in mind, let's go and see what it tells you on the AT&T website when you take this quiz. So if you take the quiz and you put the lowest possible one, like I'm showing, for each question, it comes up and it tells you 300 megabits per second. It's the same unit. You can go back and compare the units with what I was showing before. So this is more than 3 times the amount of what you need to be able to be either streaming, playing games, or doing video conferencing on multiple devices at the same time. This is more than 3 times the amount. And we know that that's the minimum speed that AT&T offers. So they don't offer anyone the option to just be able to buy what you need. So, but to show this a little further, as far as the problem with this is, now let's say that we go through the whole thing and we click all the same answers, only, right, I play Mario Kart, right? Online, I playing Mario Kart against people all over the world, right? So say I clicked for the one question about, do you play games? Say I said yes instead of no. 1,000 megabits per second, which is a gigabit per second, right? So instead of 300 megabits per second, it went, so that's now 10 times, more than 10 times the amount of what you would need to do video conferencing, streaming, playing games on multiple devices at the same time. So when these AT&T salespeople come to my door and they act all surprised that I'm paying less than what their lowest plan even offers, and they say, oh, well, you must have a promotional plan. No, it's not a promotional plan. It's exactly what I've just showed you. It's that AT&T is misleading their consumers about how much internet speed is actually needed. And so I told them, you're biased. You're getting all your information from one source. You're not looking at the competitors' websites. And he was like, oh, I look at the competitors' websites. But no, apparently not, because if he looked at the competitor's website, he would know that they offer a lower price. So this begs the question then, what is this infrastructure really being used for? What is this bandwidth really for if the bandwidth that it's available is way higher than what we would really actually be using? Because ever since the government thought that it would be a good idea to take our tax dollars and give it to these companies so that they could go and install this infrastructure in our neighborhoods, and it wasn't just AT&T, it was another company too, but they're both similarly priced. They don't offer the low price of the original internet service provider. That original company was organic, and that's why they're offering the lower prices. They were legitimately just offering people a service that they needed, and that is the internet. But these other companies that were added because the government got involved, this is something different, and their prices are more expensive, and they want people to pay more money for their internet. And so the good news, though, is that we, at least for now, I'm concerned, of course, at some point maybe this could put pressure on the original company, and they might feel like they have to follow suit and they have to actually charge more for their services too. But for now, no. We realize we don't have to buy more than what we actually need. We can save ourselves some money. And this same principle of realizing, no, I only buy what I need. I don't need to buy more than what I need, right? And this can save us money. And then we could be free because we're not worried about how come I'm not able to meet my expenses because I'm spending too much on just about everything. So we can have that freedom when we realize that the things that a lot of times they're trying to get us to spend money on, it's not for us. They want us to spend money to support something to fulfill their agendas. But it's not really anything that we actually need once we look into it. So thanks for hanging out till the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.